All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have one more series coming your way. That Division B series was an absolute blast to watch. I know, Kier, you said you were maybe paying attention to it a little bit. It was a lot of fun to watch,
Yeah.
but we do have one more series here for you tonight. It is going to be a Division C matchup between Get Rekt and No Motion. It's going to be an absolute blast. Kier, thank you for joining me back on the casting desk. What is this, your second, third time?
Second.
Okay. Well, respect you hopping back on. It's going to be an absolute blast to watch a couple of these teams play, but we're a little bit behind schedule. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of run right into this one. Division C standings. This is how the regular season did play out for all of these teams. So as I said, No Motion is going to be the team it's going to be in their ballpark to win this one. They're up 5-3. You know, within 10% of that #1 seed in winning percentage. They're leading the league in shooting percentage. So as a team, they're taking a lot of shots and they're putting a lot of them away. You know, 2.66 goals per game, 7 point. I'm seeing a little bit, you know, lower amounts of shots per game coming out of them, but nonetheless, I think they've kind of started to find their stride a little bit later in the season than a lot of other teams have. They're going to be facing off up against Get Rekt, who are 4-4 on the season, just under that 50% winning percentage, not really leading the league in anything. Nothing really, you know, crazy to say about them standing out. We're just going to go ahead and go straight into the stats. First up is going to be No Motion. Kier, if you kind of want to talk a little bit about them.
Of course, yeah, No Motion coming in at 5-3, third seed for their division. Starting it off, we see Fan is legendary, leading the league in assists a game, almost at 1 even. Izord, their first man, leading in goals and saves a game, and then their third man, Photo Nut. I mean, he looks like a pretty solid third man. It'll be interesting to see if they can shut down Izord and this No Motion team, who is pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of touched on it. Izord, he's leading the entire league as, you know, he's not even a captain. He's leading the entire division with 1.22 goals per game. That's such a crazy stat line in of its own. Izord himself, he's having himself a legacy series, that's for sure. I do know that he had some Division B experience last semester and then falls all the way back down, and he's not even a captain for Division C. So he might have gotten some good training, some good experience, you know, being up in Division B. It's paying off now here in Division C. But next team they're going to be facing off is Get Rekt. As I mentioned, 4-4 on the season. They are led by a returning OG member of the NDSU community, wannabe MLG. He comes back as a captain here in Division C. 0.81 goals per game coming out from him, and he's matched by his first overall pick, Watermelon, who he's been a captain a couple times here in Division or DCRL, but him and wannabe MLG looks like they're teaming pretty well, and they're joined by Mitchy Twitchy, who was a Division D member last semester. He makes the jump up this time, up into a Division C, and he's doing all right himself, you know, just under 0.6 goals per game. Shooting percentage a little bit low, but other than that, I mean, this team looking pretty well rounded all the way around. It's going to be close. Division C, I'm going to go ahead and toss it back over to the overall standings. There's only, I say this every single time, 20% separates these two teams, you know, from top to bottom. I mean, Sleeper's 60% winning percentage, and 99 Thieves, even though they're 2-6, 40% winning percentage. It's crazy how close all these teams are. This one's gonna go either way, but here, I know you probably don't have too much, you know, information on these, but what's gonna be your prediction? What's this one gonna roll out to be?
I'm going to have to go Get Rekt 4-3, Game 7 win. I have faith in my boy Mitchy. I'll be honest.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna have to go with.
Fair enough. It's hard, you know, going against Izord is going to be definitely tough. So I respect your choice to go with Get Rekt here. I mean, wannabe MLG, Watermelon, Mitchy Twitchy, they were all looking super good going into like the first couple weeks, but they've slowed down a little bit. I think Get Rekt is a little bit more of a hot team right now, especially, or not Get Rekt. What would it be? No Motion. I think they're a little bit warmer of a team right now, and I think Izord is just too hot to stop. I think No Motion might take this one probably in game 5. I'm gonna say game 5, just like we saw last series. But no matter what, we're gonna looks like everybody's ready here. We're gonna get straight into this one. I think predictions are still up, so make sure you get those in at the last second here before we get into this one if you want to put in some boost. But yeah, looks like we're ready to get into this one, ladies and gentlemen. No motion. Get Rekt to get underway here, game number 1.
Yeah, right off the bat, we see Photo Nut with a shot. It's gonna miss high.
Very close opportunity there right off the bat from No Motion, already laying on the pressure as Izord gets a good clear off the side while looking a little bit awkward. This one's gonna bounce into the midfield, maybe for Wannabe. This one's gonna drop. Oh no! Oh my goodness, Mitchy Twitchy barely doesn't make the read.
Having some technical issues here.
Oh, okay, you're good, brother. All good. Wannabe gonna try and make a save. Looks like Watermelon looking a little bit awkward in the goal line. Wada puts it over off to the side. Fan is legendary, pops it up high. Izord trying to get a good touch. Fan is legendary. Does end up going missing there. This is looking awkward. Photonut puts this one over onto the right side. Photonut puts it off into the corner. Mitchy Twitchy gonna try and make a desperation save there. He does. Wannabe's gonna have a free touch. Ends up going missing though. Maybe some nerves coming out from both of these guys. I don't really know. You good, brother?
Yep, we're good. We're back.
Okay, just making sure because it's gonna be a heater. You can't miss it. But
yeah. Oh, shot coming out from Photonut. It is saved by Wannabe MOG. Let's see what they can do. It does appear that the nerves are getting to them at the start.
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, we're noticing, you know, quite a few whiffs. I mean, No Motion especially. They're, you know, they're the number 3 seed, right? I mean, they've kind of worked their way up to that point toward the latter half of this season. But looking a little bit awkward. A lot of awkwardness coming out right now, especially Wada looking a little bit awkward himself. Doesn't quite make the touch. Izord gonna try and get this one in the midfield. Can't quite do so. This Watermelon makes a good touch over in his own corner.
Let's see if this ball's gonna get centered. Does not. Saved by the defense. This is going both ways. I mean, we are seeing a lot of pressure from No Motion pretty early on, but the ball just has not been able to get back in the net as Mitchy Twitchy 50s it towards mid. Nobody is there.
A little bit awkward. Wannabe trying to make a touch. Photonut also goes missing. Izord finally makes a much needed touch, puts this over into the orange side. Mitchy Twitchy trying to get something going here. Gets cut off by Fan is legendary in the midfield. Wannabe, so many whiffs coming out. This net is wide open. I don't know where the defense is. Wada can't quite make the touch there. And No Motion slot in an open net here for the first goal of the series.
Yeah, it just looked like, I mean, the defense, as you said, was nowhere around. They took advantage of it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe a bump, maybe a demo. Some sort of disruption potentially coming from Get Rekt there. It's like they just had really no defense really anywhere. A good opportunity for Watermelon, and he's shaking his head in the cams. He definitely wants that one back. And a little bit of a slow start here for Get Rekt. This Photonut also going missing right now. This one gets sent over to the orange side. Falls in this corner. Mitchy Twitchy trying to take some control here. Gets absolutely dunked by Fan is legendary. Looking a little bit awkward here as this ball bounces. One time, Wannabe MLG showing some good speed here. Tries to get a cut into the midfield. The bump comes out. In a beautiful play coming from the captain, Wannabe MLG, to get their first goal of this series.
Yeah, we see the quick chat. Special plays. Special players. That's what I'm talking about, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Sketch makes an appearance at DCRL. Oh man, but the game is tied now 1-1. Minute and 43 left to go. We'll see who can answer back now. Maybe this will be a back and forth game, unlike the last series, which is pretty much just ran by one team here. Eyes are looking for maybe a Doomsday. Can't quite get around that ball though. Looking to just continue to disrupt here. It is centered for a split second, but Wada finally makes a good clear out. This ball's going into the blue corner. Fan is legendary, taking his time, does have some boost to work with. Gets it around 1, but Mitchy Twitchy gets a good beat around 1. Looks like Mitchy Twitchy gonna go for another one. Wannabe MLG trying to be there. Wada tries to get a shot on net, but just doesn't get enough power on it.
Yeah, clears going towards the net with Wannabe MOG on the backboard. Saves it. sending it down to no motion side. I have just a sneaking feeling that this series is gonna go pretty far, just based off of this first game.
I have a good feeling too. I mean, I don't want to give it too much because a lot of teams, you know, do use game number 1 as a little bit of a feeler, right? It's kind of to get warmed up, kind of feel out the other team, as that one almost just finds its way into the back of the net. But yeah, game number 1 a lot of the times is just, you know, feel each other out a little bit and, you know, go from there. But I'm looking for a close series here. A good 50 in the midfield from Wannabe. Izord tries to get a tap around the last defender there. This one going into the other side here. Wada tries to get a shot on net, but shut down by Fanta's Legendary. Wannabe, though, holds this midfield line. Gets another great touch in the midfield. Could this one be a buzzer beater? Watermelon just goes missing. And such a good opportunity there. Wannabe, maybe one last opportunity. Mitchy Twitchy trying to go up for it. Maybe one more touch, but I think this will go down, and we're going to see an overtime here in game number 1.
Pickoff going in favor of Get Rekt. Let's see, it's... I know I said this earlier, but it does seem to be pretty 50-50. Both teams have had opportunities and just have not been able to capitalize. As no motion, Izord tries to get that centered. It gets cleared by Get Rekt.
Mitchy
Shot
Twitchy.
coming out of Mitchy Twitchy. Oh, what a save by Photonut.
Very close.
It's still dangerous.
The Izord just doing the most right now on defense. Gets a couple good 50s. Keep that one out of the way. Fanta's Legendary puts this one up high. It is going to be dangerous though, but Photonut gets a nice beat though. Nobody was up from Get Rekt. Still dangerous though. Mitchy Twitchy almost fakes out Izord there. Wannabe on the backboard. Makes a good solid touch. It's going to be awkward, but Fanta's Legendary reads that one. Comes in flying. Trying to get a 50 on Mitchy Twitchy. Can't quite do it. Mitchy Twitchy again shutting this down off the sidewall. Good stuff from him as Izord tries to get a settle, but Mitchy Twitchy with yet again another 50. Wada goes up for it, but Fanta's Legendary puts that one off his side.
The Photonut has the space, has the opportunity. He's going to shoot, and it is going to go bar down. No motion taking game 1.
Photonut flexing in the cams right there. Just a good first touch. He's able to keep it close enough to where he gets a good follow on it. And Photonut, this second pick comes in clutch here. Gets the OT winner. And no motion gonna go up by 1. Good stuff coming out from both these teams. A little bit awkward, but hopefully the series kind of speeds up a little bit as the teams get used to each other. And I do want to address one thing real quick that some people are saying in the chat. There is a Division A match that is happening right now at the same time as this one, but I'm all for, you know, the fair who gets to, you know, be on stream. This series was in the stream schedule about 4 or 5 days ago, whereas the Division A one was put in there today. So this one gets priority, but there is a Division A match, so maybe if anybody there wants to throw in some updates, we can kind of follow along with that one too. But no matter what, we're here for this Division C matchup between No Motion, Get Rekt. No Motion taking game number 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie here, this one wasn't very convincing either way. You mentioned it a couple times, it's 50-50, you know, going either way, but I'm looking for this to speed up a little bit. It looked a little bit slow out there, I'm not gonna lie. It looked a little bit awkward, a lot of misses, a lot of stuff like that, and I think we're gonna see this series speed up, you know, as we progress down the line.
Yeah, I would agree. Just getting in their groove and whatnot. I feel like come later in the series, it's gonna be a little more one-sided potentially.
Maybe. Game number 2 getting underway here after a no motion win. Wannabe gets a great start to this game. This is on net. Izord needs to make a touch, and he does. It's still dangerous. Spada, man, normally he is, you know, when he's on, he's such a dangerous player, but I've noticed so many opportunities. I hate to put him on the spot, but so many opportunities missed. Coming from Wada, that's another one right there as Fanta's Legendary looking to answer back. Wannabe MLG puts this one over into the sidewall. Twitchy gonna try and follow up, but gets beat out by Izord. That's a good beat. He almost gets a follow-up on his own shot as Photonut goes missing. A good 50 coming up from Wada. We'll see if he can get this into the midfield. Gets a good one. Mitchy Twitchy gonna turn on this one, but the no motion defense stands strong.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very quick start. Get Rekt coming out very aggressive and have had tons of opportunities as Wada just misses that shot. Shot coming out from Fanta's Legendary. they're off to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's just a great 50 by Izord. You know, it puts it over into the orange end and kind of catches everybody on Get Wrecked on their heels. And the captain, Fan is Legendary, finds him lacking there. Good stuff from him to capitalize on a good 50 there, coming from Izord as Watermelon gonna try and answer back here. We'll see if he can do so. Wannabe with a good 50. Watermelon tries to, almost gets a crazy settle off the butt of his car there. Would have been so crazy. Good demo coming out from Watermelon, but Photonut was nice and close there. Gets a good follow-up. Gonna try and get this one midfield, but shut down by Wannabe. Izord makes a good touch on net. Mitchy Twitchy should be able to make the save. He does. Puts it over to the sidewall. Fan is Legendary gonna have to try and make a play here.
Mitchy with 0 boost. Trying to get that ball centered. 50 coming on a Photonut. Looking for a team pinch. Just missed. Wannabe emoji off the backboard. Ball's up for Twitchy. Gets beat by Photonut. Photonut going for the double. Can't quite get to it.
Almost found it there. Wannabe continuing off of his own sidewall. Photonut gets a good 50 there. Gonna be dangerous. Mitchy Twitchy needs to make a touch here. He does, but Bandit Legendary is patiently waiting. Now Wannabe MLG makes a good touch off of his own sidewall. It's a good pass. Wada makes a good solid touch, but Izord, a little bit of an awkward touch here. Double commit does come out. It should be okay though. Wada trying to get another shot. Wannabe gonna probably slot one himself, but Izord, the huge booming clear. I don't know where the defenders are here from Get Wrecked. Could be dangerous if Izord makes a touch, but can't quite do it. Good 50 comes from Mitchy Twitchy, but Izord grabs that boost. Gonna try and make a play here. Goes up the corner. Wannabe MLG though makes a good touch. And one thing I kind of want to pay attention to is, you know, is Izord, right? He's leading the league in goals per game. And I don't know if he had one last game. So something to kind of pay attention to as the series goes on. As Fan is Legendary. He's in the right spot at the right time. And able to slot that one in. He gets his second of game number 2.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunate 50 off the ceiling if you're... Wow, why am I drawing a blank?
Get
Wrecked. Yeah. Wow.
Definitely, yeah. It's just kind of a weird 50. Goes straight up off the ceiling there. Like I said, right place, right time, but Photonut looking to keep this pressure on. Izord makes a crazy touch, finds a good demo on the back line. Wada not able to make a play there. Oh my goodness gracious. Right now, Get Wrecked. Just, they are literally getting wrecked right now. I don't know what's going on. Just so much awkwardness, and it kind of all sprouted from that demo. I'm looking for Get Wrecked to try and answer back, but right now, no emotion. Trying to do their most right now, and they're doing some good work. You can try and take game number 2. 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you are on Get Wrecked, you want to score as soon as possible and try to take down the momentum. And as I'm saying that, no motion with another goal with Photonut putting it in the back of the net, and it just seems like they have all the momentum going for them at the moment.
Yeah, you can kind of slowly start to see maybe this mental of Get Wrecked kind of start to go down the drain. Not too sure what it's like right now. It's looking pretty bleak. No motion up 4-0 here in game 2. Looking for Get Wrecked. I mean, they're 4-4 in the season. You know, very respectable. Yeah, I know they have it in them to win some series. We'll see if they can try and answer back. Maybe not in game number 2, but maybe take a timeout or something here after this one. Not let this one get too far away from him. And his Legendary gets a good beat. Good 50 on Wannabe MLG. Looks like he's going to try and follow up on this one again. Not able to find the touch. Photonut though going to follow up on it. Mitchy Twitchy. Out of his own back end. Gets a decent 50. And Izord tries to slot it, but can't quite do so. Mitchy Twitchy though gets a good 50. This could be an opportunity for Get Wrecked. So far here, Get Wrecked only have 1 goal on the series, and really here in game number 2, they haven't really had too many opportunities.
No, all their opportunities came very quickly in this game, but the shot coming. What a 50 into that pass. Wada able to score.
That is 100% what they needed right there. What a good 50 coming out from Wannabe MLG. Wada in the right spot right there. Gets a nice, powerful hit, and you can see it in their cams. I can tell the energy a little bit changed now for Get Wrecked. Maybe a little bit of a new hop in their step. Or maybe some hope. Wada gonna continue on. Gets a good first touch. See if you can continue on. It looks a little bit awkward. And now Wada gets a second goal here. And now you're seeing some smiles in the cams. Maybe some of the mental starting to get back here. That's a good, again, maybe it's starting to snowball here or get wrecked.
And all it took was that first goal, and it seems like we have ourselves a matchup again.
Maybe Mitchy Twitchy going for another one. Wada there for the follow-up. Almost gets a hat trick in like 30 seconds. It would have been super crazy. Wannabe makes a good touch. Big, huge save coming out from Izord here. Gets a big booming clear. He's going to waste a lot of time. It's going to be on no motion now to just waste as much time as possible. But Get Wrecked are forcing this, but a good settle coming from Photonut.
Yeah, I mean, with 12 seconds left, still have pressure, but slowly running out of time as this ball is floating in the middle, taking up the wall.
Gonna do it. No motion. Taking game number 2 here. There was a little bit of sign of life though from Get Wrecked right at the end of that series. So I think with those 2 goals, I think that's gonna do them wonders here going into game number 3. We'll see if they want a timeout. I'm gonna make sure they know. Timeouts are on the board. 1 per team, by the way. Make sure that both these guys know. But yeah, I mean, no motion. Kind of started to let that one get away from them a little bit. If I'm gonna be real with you, finally started to see some good aggression coming out from Get Wrecked right out, right at the end of that game. So hopefully they can continue that momentum here into game number 3 here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Get Wrecked, you need to be the first to score if you want to have any chance.
I will say game number 1, there was so many misses. I hate to put him on the spot, but from Wada himself, there was so many, and I saw a couple from Wannabe as well. I think if they can start to capitalize on the chances they're getting a little bit more, they can do so. In game number 2, they didn't really have many opportunities at all, minus that last minute of gameplay. So I'm looking for them to try and just like I said, capitalize, do that last step, which is putting the ball in the net. Oh, good opportunity right off the bat for Get Wrecked here in game 3. Good demo attempt from Wannabe MLG, and that's a good sign coming right off the bat. Some good aggression.
Yeah, that's what personally I would like to see out of them. It's basically showing me that they're not tapping out and they're not done.
Yep.
And mentally it could be a long series mentally, but yeah, they have to get there first. As this double misses, but past to Fana's Legendary, he puts it in the back of the net.
And again, that all kind of sprouts from Izord right there, who makes a good last-second touch there, and Fana's Legendary gets a good bounce off the post. That one just goes in, and no motion getting the first one. We talked about how we think Get Wrecked need to get the first goal here, and unfortunately they don't find it. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to be completely over. A lot of Rocket League left to play. They Get Wrecked need to just continue this aggression. Mitchy Twitchy gets a good shot on net. Wada goes up nice and early. This one's going to be awkward. Can he get another follow-up? But Izord makes the last-second touch there to put this one away. Oh, good opportunity, but hit aside by Fana's Legendary. Fana's Legendary, in my opinion, has been the MVP so far in games number 1 and 2. Izord, he's leading the league in goals per game, but so far it really hasn't been living up to that stat line.
No, it would seem as if Fana's Legendary and Izord switched roles. I mean, it seems like Fana's Legendary is putting everything in the back of the net every time he touches the ball.
Definitely, Photonut has a good opportunity, almost places it wide. Fana's Legendary tries to get an aerial shot. Can't quite find it though. Izord, again, showing some good aggression here, no motion. Like a bunch of swarming bees, just one after another, coming in hot. Doing some good, having some good pressure right now as Fana's Legendary puts us across the field. Wannabe MLG gonna try and get a touch on it, can't quite do so, but Wada makes a much needed touch, but Photonut is gonna wait here. Izord is waiting downfield, gets a good touch. This is gonna be awkward. Wannabe though makes a good diving save to put that one off into the corner.
Izord taking it back to his own corner. As that ball is floating center, Izord has the opportunity, just misses. 50 coming out back into
Good beat out there. Fan is legendary. Gonna try and do something with it. Grabs the back boost. Photo Nut leaves it for his teammate. Watermelon not able to find a touch. Mitchy Twitchy is last man back, and he makes a great touch. Give his team some time here. Izord makes a touch over in the corner, but Mitchy Twitchy is reading it. Gonna try and maybe he's kind of just played to make the defender miss there. Not really anything comes from it. Fan is legendary, gets beat out by Wada. Could be dangerous, but Izord makes a great diving save. One thing I will notice, you got the GOAT Heat Assassin sitting in the background, but that one might just be it. Almost. That one just goes off the backboard. But like I said, you got Heat Assassin in the background of Izord's cam there. The defensive wizard, as they call him. Maybe helping Izord out, being the coach of the Snow Motion team. Maybe why they're doing so well here in this series. I don't know, Kier. Izord trying to carry this one out, gets a good beat. What's it over? Izord trying to get a beat on, and Photonut is there for the follow-up. And I wouldn't say an unfortunate 50, but just good speed coming out from Izord to meet Mitchy Twitchy there for that ball. Photonut puts himself in the perfect position to put that one away. That's going to be the second one now for No Motion. Minute 46 left to go. We kind of, Kier, you and I kind of talked about that momentum in game number 2 and, you know, how important the first goal is going to be, and it's kind of proven out to be true here in game number 3.
Yeah, I mean, as the shot comes down from Mitchy Twitchy, bar down. They're not done yet. They just need to keep the pressure.
Luckily for them, yeah, they're just, luckily for them, the aggression and this, hopefully that goal right there kind of sprouts something, you know, mentally for this team. Luckily for them, it's a little bit earlier than it was in game number 2. Now they have some time to make something happen here. As Mitchy Twitchy puts a good pass over to Wannabe, who pops it up high off a Tomater hit. Photonut gets a good touch. A little bit awkward. Wannabe puts it over to the side. Ben is legendary, gonna force this issue here. Gets a good 50, but Wada gets a huge booming clear out. Photonut looking a little bit awkward as Izord almost just lets that one go in, but makes a last second save. Good demo though, I hear it. Mitchy Twitchy on the goal line. Wada trying to get this one in the midfield. Can't quite do so though. Wannabe MLG tries to tap that one off the corner. And all of a sudden, some good pressure coming out from Get Rekt.
And they were playing very aggressive.
Oh!
Bombs demo shot coming on. Wow, what a save.
I don't know who that was on the goal line there, but it's just a beautiful save coming from No Motion to keep this game alive for them. To keep this lead. A little bit awkward though now. Izord and Van is legendary. Neither of them really have a lot of boost. Still awkward.
I believe that was Fan is legendary who made that save.
Could be an important one. We'll see if that keeps him alive. 30 seconds left to go. This 50 goes straight over to Izord, who turns on it. Tries to rip a shot on Photonut now. Puts it off the post. And that could have been the ice. But 20 seconds left to go. Wada has no boost to work with. Fan is legendary. Challenges off the wall. Goes missing. Wannabe goes missing too. But Izord with a much needed 50 is going to waste a lot of time. But looks like Wada gets a good touch. Wannabe's reading this one though. Maybe one last chance here. Looking dangerous. Where's the follow-up? But Izord makes a good touch, but this ball is still up. Gets a touch. We'll see if he can put this ball down. Maybe going for one last goal. And that is going to be it, as No Motion barely squeak away here with a game number 3 win. Threatening to just 4-0 sweep this Get Rekt team. Wow. I don't know what to say. Get Rekt finally, you know, at that last portion of that game. They kind of seem to be like late bloomers. You know, they play super slow and they're not really, they can't get anything going. You know, in that first, like, what, 1 to, or anywhere from like 3 to 4 minutes, really. And they finally start to get some pressure. We'll see if they have a timeout. Yep, they're going to go for a timeout. So I'm going to say thumbs up. So we're going to go to a quick timeout. Get Rekt going to try and maybe slow down this No Motion momentum. But it seems like, you know, both games number 2 and 3, both Get Rekt had the momentum towards the last part of the game. Just couldn't really close it out. So I'm looking for Get Rekt, instead of doing that in the last minute, try and do that the whole game, and they might have a way better chance of taking a game here.
Yeah, I mean, Get Rekt, they have a lot of comebacks to do. If that makes sense.
They do. They have a lot of. I mean, they're gonna need a reverse sweep now.
Yeah.
They're gonna need.
They have a lot on their plate.
They definitely do. I mean, yeah. Let alone, you know, there was a lot of reverse sweeps when it was a best of 5, but a best of 7 reverse sweep is a whole nother beast. That's only happened a handful of times in 4 seasons of DCRL now, and so they're gonna need a miracle here. Get Rektar. You can see Photonut and his roommate. That is the Mountain Dew fridge flexing on the cans in there. They're feeling confident. Hopefully they don't grow complacent. They gotta try and close out the series now. But yeah, I don't know. Get wrecked. Kind of just looking dead in the cans. You see Mitchy Twitchy talking a little bit. Man, I don't know. I don't know what Get Wrecked need to do. Like I said, they just need to continue to be aggressive, you know, throughout the entirety of the series rather than just the end.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it seems to be at the point where it's more of a mental game now.
Yep, I agree. I completely agree. It's gonna be all in Get Wrecked. See if they can pretty much do pretty close to impossible. Close this, not to close it out, to complete a reverse sweep, best of 7. They're gonna need to win all 4 games now if they want any chance of taking this series. But so far, No Motion has been looking pretty damn good so far. So I mean, if they can continue playing how they've been playing in this series, they have a pretty good chance of closing this one out. Get Wrecked need to just answer quickly here and make it happen in the early parts of this game.
All a little awkward. Gonna be sent over back into the corner by Mitchy Twitchy. Gonna go centered. Izord.
Oh, beautiful aerial coming from Izord there. Some good car control and not really a chance. I mean, Wada trying to just maybe could have jumped a little bit earlier, but that's about all he could do. Izord just slots that one perfectly. Top bins. No Motion strike first. They're saying we're not going to give you even a slice of hope here. Shutting this one down. A lot of Rocket League left to be played though. Izord going for yet another one. Maybe going to prove why he why he's the #1 leading goal scorer in Division C. Tries to get another one there. Looking a little bit awkward as Izord. A little bit of a weird challenge. Looks like he might be able to get back. His fan is legendary. Makes a weird touch.
Yeah, Izord gonna send it to the middle. Wada sends it a little to the right. See what Mitchy can do here. Try coming out in front of their own net. Ooh.
A little bit awkward. Photonut gets a good 50. Wada though gets a good pop. This maybe could be the start of something here for Get Wrecked, but Wada just can't find the touch. And that could have led to some good aggression here. Now Fan is legendary, dealing with this attack. Eyes are looking a little bit awkward, but Photonut comes in flying and catches Wada on his heels on the goal line. I don't think they were really expecting this from. They saw Izord miss, and then I don't think Wada was really expecting or even saw Photonut in the goal. And that's just gonna go in from one end to the other. No Motion tallying their second now, and Get Wrecked. Looking like they don't have much going for him right now. That's all I'm gonna say. They need to spark something if they want any chance.
Yeah, I would agree. It's Wada sends his ball to the middle. Nobody is there though. Clear coming out from Izord. Photonut with time and space. Can't quite get the 50 follow up. Misses high. Now it's a 3-on-1 as Wannabe passed it into the front of Izord. Almost put it in the net himself.
A good touch from Mitchy Twitchy from the midfield, but Izord puts it over into the corner. Now Photonut, a little bit of a pause, but gets a good touch on it. Puts it. Mitchy Twitchy gonna put this back into the corner. Some good pressure now coming from Get Wrecked, but so far No Motion handling it well. Mitchy Twitchy gets a big booming clear. There's nobody on the backboard. Let's see if there's a follow-up, but Fan is legendary. Handles that one well. He's going to try and start a counterattack here. We'll see if he can put it off the backboard, but Wada puts it down low. Izord is there for the follow-up as he gets his second goal of the game now. Yeah, as No Motion going to go up 3-0 with about a minute or 2 minutes 20 seconds left to go here in game 4.
Yeah, and this is where I would assume that the mentality is not quite there, but Wada, with the opportunity, gets saved by Fan is Legendary. Izord on the aggression. Gonna try to 50 Mitchie, misses it. Follow up by Photonut. Back centered.
Ooh.
50 coming out. Wannabe. Sending this up. To Mitchie Twitchy, Mitchie Twitchy. Looking for the bump. Doesn't quite get it. But that ball is still there for Get Rekt.
Ooh, looking a little bit awkward. Izord gets a great touch off the corner, but Wada reads it, but Izord just gets yet another 50, and Izord starting to be a little bit more dominant here in game 4, but Wannabe with a good shot. Nobody from No Motion puts a hand up. And again, Get Rekt. It seems like the only time they can get some good pressure, anything good going, is in the later half of the game, and it's too late by that point. I was looking for more of this aggression earlier in the game, but now, you know, you have a minute 34 left to go. Gonna need a couple more of those to try and tie this one up, as Wannabe doesn't make the best touch. He's gonna be forced to follow up on his own hit here. It is a good pass over to Mitchie, but Photonut having some good rotations here, gets a good touch. Good demo coming from Mitchie. It's just gonna be Izord back. Can Wannabe get another touch on it? He can't quite do it. Watermelon had maybe a wide open net there, but just couldn't get over the ball there. They needed that goal right there. Minute left to go here. Get Rekt. I think with that one, I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it, but they could prove me wrong. We'll never know.
I would agree. It's just a matter of how quickly can they get the ball in the back of the net.
Yep.
This ball is going to get centered.
Ooh, there's another one. Fan is Legendary slots. Yet another one in No Motion. Just starting to walk away with this one, and man, ever since game number 1, it's pretty much been No Motion's you know, name getting called every time here. 49 seconds left to go here between No Motion and Get Rekt, and man, Get Rekt just been looking dead pretty much this entire time. That's just gonna be yet another one for No Motion, as Fan is Legendary gets a second goal, maybe even a third. I'm not too sure at this point. Beating out that last defender and Mitchie Twitchy, and I'm gonna pretty much write this one off. Pretty much. 43 seconds left to go. They're gonna need an absolute miracle to walk away with this one here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Whirl. As this ball just cannot get out of the Get Rekt side. With Fan is Legendary putting it back towards Photonut.
Dangerous touch. Fan is Legendary makes a much needed touch. Wannabe is there though, trying to get a shot on net. And at this point, it's pretty much just going to be formality. Maybe try and get some goals for some stats. But what an absolute series from No Motion. These are always harder to cast because you don't want to, you know, lean into Get Rekt too much. But No Motion just so dominant all the way around. 4-0 sweep. First one of playoffs, I do believe. Maybe not. Could be mistaken. For No Motion. And they're going to progress. I mean, just an absolute clinic. An absolute clinic put on here by No Motion. 4-0 sweep. Each member of this team at some point in this series, you know, putting in the work, getting some goals. But in the end, it is No Motion defeating Get Rekt. Get Rekt do get sent down to the losers bracket. It's not over for them yet. So they do have 1 life left here in playoffs. But yeah, we're going to try and get these guys in for a little bit of a winner's interview. So me, the winner, we're gonna go ahead, drag them in, and boys, boys, that was an absolute clinic. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I mean, I think that's the first 4-0 sweep of playoffs here in DCRL. Man, like I said, just absolute dominance pretty much the entire time. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it to you, Fan is Legendary Chris, my former teammate Don the Dump Trucks. How does it feel, brother? You're having some success finally. I don't. Did you make it? I don't remember. Did you make it to LAN last semester? Or I do forget.
I did. Yep,
You did. So you're looking to go for the two-peat. You're looking to go for the two-peat, and it's looking pretty good so far. How are you feeling for the for your chances here this season?
Honestly, probably better than last season. So I'm thinking we're gonna do good. So I'm hope things go our way.
Well, it helps when you got a guy like Izord. I mean, your first pick, leading the division in goals per game, stuff like that. Tell me a little bit about that, Izord. I mean, tell me, was it the Division B training? I mean, does that help to go from being Division B to Division C? What is it?
I definitely think that helped. Eric's kind criticism on my play style during last season. Definitely pushed me to be a little more widespread in that area. But obviously, ever since I started Rocket League, the GOAT, Heat Assassin, training me in to be the best goalie ever.
Oh yeah, I see him behind you. He's
playing Instagram or something. I don't know.
Playing Instagram.
Yeah, no, it definitely a lot of different aspects there, but I think a lot of it's just kind of the play style that I was kind of brought into the game with. So
yeah, love it. I mean, you're having a statement season, let alone statement series. I mean, definitely a huge reason for your team's success. Kira, you got any questions for these guys?
Yeah, photo note. What's it like being the third man with on a team with Izord and Fan is Legendary?
It gets lonely. I get bored. But
Okay.
That's crazy.
It's fun.
he practices his half flips in the backfield.
Yeah, I do. Practice my wave dashes off the wall and stuff. But no, it's good. It's great to have good teammates that I can rely on. It's a lot of fun to play with them.
What's it like going from Division D stepping up to Division C? What's that experience been like for you?
So far the only real difference is that I'm no longer a second man and I'm a third man. We're still kind of kicking some butt, it seems. I have high hopes for us. I think we're going to do well.
Yeah, I mean, you're going for the two-peat championship, right? I mean, you're coming off the championship last semester, so you're looking to run it back, but even a level up in Division C. So I mean, huge props to you, my brother. I mean, putting yourself in some good spots here. We got a question from the chat from Tech 7 here. What's the plan going against High Rollers? Are you going to disclose anything? How are you feeling against that matchup? Anybody can answer this. Anybody?
Yeah. We're gonna ball out, man.
Ball out.
We're gonna ball out. Yeah.
The vibe's gonna be high.
I was playing with my controller like this today, upside down, little. So we're gonna mix it up against them. We're gonna see what we can do there.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna play normally, or give Heat Assassin the controller potentially.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give Heat Assassin the controller.
Yeah, there we go.
For legal reasons.
But no, Kira, if you got nothing else to say,
yeah, that's all I have.
Okay, well, boys, huge congratulations. I mean, like I said before, absolute clinic. I'm loving what I'm seeing from you guys. Looks like you're going to be having a pretty tough matchup for the next one here against High Rollers and Tech 7 and all those guys. So it's gonna be that's gonna be a fun series to watch. That's gonna be honestly one of my favorite matchups in playoffs in Division C. You guys, you make the late season grind up to the number 3 seed. So it's going to be a fun one to watch for sure. But with that, huge congratulations on your dub, and good luck with your next matchup.
Heck yeah, we'll make it a show.
Oh yeah.
All right, boys. Peace out.
See ya.
Night.
See you.
All right, that will be it for the matchups tonight. A quick 4-0 sweep there for No Motion versus Get Rekt. Get Rekt get sent down in a loser's bracket. That probably won't be the last time we see them though. They get one more life. That is how DCRL playoffs work. It's a double elimination bracket. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to be it. No Motion looking absolutely deadly here in Division C. We'll see if anybody can answer. I'm not too sure if they're going to be though here.
Yeah, they looked pretty solid. Yeah,
definitely. Can we get an update on the Div A game? Is there any updates on that in the chat? I saw Game 5 between Rob's Crocs and Urbonauts. Urbonauts don't have a series win, and they're taking on the number 1 seed, bringing it to game 5 currently. That would be an absolute blast. Maybe there is a shout if someone wanted to like invite me to the game. I would cast the last portion of it. Get me the invite. Someone get me the invite, bro. But yeah, if oops, I accidentally just left that whole party. Kier, would you be down to cast it with me?
I would. If you get the invite, I will.
Okay, we'll wait on the invite. We'll give it a few minutes here. Well, maybe we could catch like the last portion of this one. We'll see. I'm gonna DM. I'll DM some people here. I think Corpse is maybe in the game. Weevil, are you DMing the boys? Corpse is saying he can't invite me. Oh, just been watching updates. Do I dare ask? Yeah, V-Storm. Yeah. We'll get Painted to invite me. I'll message Stewie. I don't want to like distract them though. That's the only thing. Is it game? Is it game 6? Game 5? I mean, what's the? I don't want to distract the team here. I don't want to. Okay, I'll let you guys do the DMing here. We'll wait a few minutes. A few minutes, but it'd be great to catch that one, especially if it's going to be an upset, because that would be a blast to catch on stream, the last portion of it. But yeah, I don't know. Not too much else to say here. I mean, like I was saying during the series, those series are always a little bit tougher to cast here, right? Because you don't want to you don't want to sit there and like dog on them, right? I mean, it's a little bit tough. You hate to be in that position. I just don't know exactly what was going wrong for Get Rekt there. I mean, I've seen them have some great success. You know, in some games previously, just seems like they just weren't clicking. I want to see Mitchy Twitchy on LAN, bro. I think that'd be awesome. I think you were saying that before the series. I want to see Mitchy Twitchy. He deserves a shot on LAN.
Yeah, I would agree. Great guy.
Yeah, but we'll see. Weevil did DM Painted. Suppose I can check and probably watch myself. There's a minute 15 left in whatever game they're in. I'm guessing they're probably in game 5 or 6 right now. I don't know what the series score is. Corpse, can you update me what the series score is, or Weevil, or whoever? I don't know if any of them are actually watching. Game 6. I wonder what the series score is. No matter what, I think the best course of action here, I'm going to just put it to an intermission screen for just a few minutes. No matter what, I'll come back and I'll have an answer for if we can get in the lobby or not. So I'm gonna go to a quick intermission. We'll be right back, and we'll update you when we get back. Stick around for a sec. Alright, looks like we do have some confirmation. Rob's Crocs do win it, and the series 4-2. It would have been cool if Urbonauts could win that one. We could maybe watch the last game together, game 7. Would have been an absolute blast no matter what, but congratulations to those guys. Rob's Crocs progress. Good fight by Urbonauts though. Maybe a little bit of hopium for them. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it here for the stream tonight here. Thank you for hopping on with me. Oh, I gotta turn the music down. But yeah, thanks for hopping on with me, doing some casting yet again, brother.
Yeah, my pleasure.
But yeah, we do have a couple things I will say before we end stream. We do have the sub goal, as always. I don't think it's actually 146, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's more like 120 something right now. I think it's probably like 127, 128, 129, somewhere in there. So that's continuing to go on. We're getting pretty close to it. So a couple weeks left before we can try and achieve that one. So if you have a Prime sub or for anything like that, feel free to hand it over. What's the sub goal for? It is the DCRL Blazing Challenge. So basically we have about 5 people that are gonna do the Blazing Challenge on Saturday night. Some people that don't have tolerance to it at all, so we get to watch them go through pain and suffering as they eat some really hot wings. So kind of a stupid sub goal, but something if you want to help out the community, something like that, we can kind of all join up together and work for something. So there is that. So if you have a Prime sub, feel free to help us out a little bit. But other than that, this was only the second day of playoffs, and we're already having some crazy storylines, stuff like that. We saw an upset, in the first series in those Division B between Papa Pumpkins and the OGs. So that was a super fun one to watch. This one was a little bit more of a clinic, nothing much going on. We finally get our first Div A series of playoffs. Rob's Crocs taking that one. So a lot of action happening throughout DCRL. We're gonna try and stream as much as we can, if not every day during playoffs. So make sure you guys do stick around for the for some more matchups. And CRJ Pumpkin dropping some 5 gifted. Huge appreciation, brother, to you. I think CRJ might be winning. The gifted the war right now. I think he's probably close to like 30 or 35 or somewhere. So huge appreciation to you, Pumpkin. Thank you much, brother. Helping out sub goal. I don't think we're actually at 150, Pumpkin. I don't know if I bamboozled you or not. This might be bamboozling you, but I think we're actually in the 130s. I don't know why it randomly jumped up like 5. Oh man, I feel bad. Pumpkin. I feel bad. You didn't know. Dude, Pumpkin, I started stream today and it randomly jumped from 120 something to 130. So, or to like 140 something. So something, I apologize. I didn't notice it until I came to this. No, Weevil, it's not done yet. I think we're only at, I'll recount. I will recount after the stream, Pumpkin. I'll recount after the stream, and now we're getting some. Oh man, now we're getting some. I feel like a scammer right now.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Now they're starting to roll in. Thank you, Ben, Chris, Kratos, or Steve, as more of you guys. His name's not actually Steve, by the way. His name's actually Ben. I hate to put that out in the world, but thank you so much for gifting 5, and then Weevil obviously dropping some as well. I'm gonna turn the noties down a little bit, but we're gonna continue them. Oh, now Zarch is dropping 5. Oh man, I kind of feel like a scammer. I wonder if that actually puts us at
it might be.
That might put us over the edge. I'm not sure, dude. Okay, because I messaged Nuko, who streamed last night, and he was at 126 last night. And it was at 144 for me to start off the stream. So I'm gonna go with what Nuko said. So assuming we're at 126, that puts us at now one. I think we need 1 or 2 more, like literally 1 or 2 more. I think, because how many did I get? How many did we get today? We might be at it. Hold your horses. Okay. No.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Pumpkin gifting another 5, Zarch gifting another 1. That 100% puts us over the edge. That 100%. We're at now at least 150. That does, I think, complete the sub goal challenge. We're definitely at 150 with that. We're definitely. So we are gonna see that. We're gonna see some people eat some hot ass wings on land Saturday night. At some point, we're gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know exactly where we're gonna do it yet, but yeah. So we're gonna do that. Chris Kratos, if you want to participate, hell yeah, you can participate. Join in, brother. Join in. You can eat some wings. Yeah, no, Weevil's saying he's gonna increase his tolerance. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to train for this. You're not allowed to train. But no, thank you so much, everybody that's in here gifting some subs. The support is crazy. You know, everything we do is free, so the support is always very much appreciated, you know, from you guys. Oh, Pumpkin, you're not even gonna get to be there. I just realized that you're out here like gifting a bunch of subs. You're not even gonna see it in person. Oh man, what the hell, dude? No, we'll make it into a good video. We'll make it into a good video. We're gonna record it, have some like hot mics, get in people's faces as they're like literally dying from hot wings. I'll edit a video on Saturday night and we'll show it on Sunday during LAN. So we'll make it into like something like that. But yeah, screw you for graduating, Pumpkin. Screw you for being a good student. But anyways, that is going to do it. I think we've went on long enough. Seriously, thank you guys so much for all of the support. We do complete the sub goal challenge, stuff like that. Some great series tonight, and we have a lot more. This is only, you know, the first week of playoffs. So much more to go. So much more streaming. We're gonna get a lot more content going. But here, one last time, thank you for joining me on the desk. Yeah,
of course.
Hopefully we can get you for a couple more throughout playoffs. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Love to have you on again. But with that, thank you guys so much once again, and maybe see you tomorrow, maybe see you Thursday. Peace out, boys.